because Hollandaise. Really love Hollandaise, and opened up the book for Ollie and Hollandaise. Easter, breakfast, Christmas Day, breakfast food, and breakfast and breakfast. Hollandaise. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of my favourite breakfasts, tofu Benedict. Before going vegan, Eggs Benedict was one of those fancy breakfasts I used to serve at some of the restaurants I used to work at, and also on special occasions I'd make it for family and things like that. However, this vegan version is 100 times better. I figured out a way of making a really authentic, traditional style Hollandaise sauce that I can pour over my smoked tofu. And those two things just make it absolutely incredible. Also, I'm going to saute some spinach, toast some lovely muffins, and I just had some coconut bacon that I made lying around, and I'm also going to serve it with that. So let's get straight into the recipe. This is going to be an amazing breakfast for you guys. I reckon this is a lovely special occasion breakfast, I'm sure. Let's go. So this recipe is actually in my Christmas book, Vegan Christmas, which came out in when did it come out? Last October, before Christmas. Lots of you have got it, I'm sure, and it's one of my favourite recipes, and I kind of put it in there because it is a special breakfast. It's perfect for Christmas Day, but as Easter time's coming up, I think this would be a great recipe for Easter morning breakfast as well, or any other special occasion for sure. Now the first thing that we need to do is make our Hollandaise sauce. Now traditionally Hollandaise sauce is made with egg yolks and melted butter, so it's very high in fat, lots of oil, and I kind of wanted to make it as traditionally as possible. And I was seeing some veganized versions of Hollandaise, and they use blitz up nuts and things like that, and it won't be the same. You basically need to try and create an emulsion with oil, with the fat and with the eggs basically. But the way I get around doing that, I use some rapeseed oil, which is yellow in color, and it has quite a soft, like fruity sort of flavor to it, and also some soy milk with a little bit of vinegar as well, almost creates that emulsion the same, and you wouldn't really tell the difference in my opinion. So I'm going to show you how to make it the traditional way, just veganized. There's no nuts, nothing like that in this. I want to keep it traditional as possible. So sorry if you don't like oil, you don't like it, this isn't the recipe for you, but I do have loads of oil-free recipes, and loads of my recipes can have the oil just omitted out of them. So anyway, that's enough of my babble. I'm going to talk about how to make this amazing vegan Hollandaise. So guys, to a tall beaker style container, the jug probably will work as well. You want to add some soy milk and some white wine vinegar, or you can use lemon juice, a touch of that, and that's going to actually like almost form some sort of curdy like consistency. It's weird how it works, but I give that a little mix, and then you want to get a hand blender and blitz it whilst pouring in the lovely rapeseed oil. Okay, so I'm going to do that now, and you've got to trickle it in basically until it gets thick. And as if by magic, we've got this beautiful creamy Hollandaise sauce now. All I'm going to do is add some seasoning, and that's it. I'll pop it in the fridge until I'm ready to serve up. It needs to be thick but pourable. If you get it too thick, just add a touch more soy milk to loosen it, and it will become pourable then. I'm so happy with this. So simple, but so traditional as well. And look at the color on it. It's almost yellow, like there's some egg yolk in it. So you will surprise any sort of non-vegan guests when you say you're going to be serving them a traditional style Hollandaise sauce. So guys, for the tofu, it wouldn't be tofu Benedict without it, and I like to go for something smoked. So I've got smoked firm tofu, which I've just got from the supermarkets, and it's in a disc shape because I've just used a cutter to cut it, and that will just look better when it's presented on these lovely muffins here, which I'm going to toast. And don't worry, don't waste the offcuts. You can use those in stir fries and things like that. So place a non-stick pan over a medium heat and add a touch of oil. When the pan is hot, add the tofu and cook it for around 3 to 4 minutes on each side. There we go, we want that nice golden colour on that. And that smokiness is just transformed tofu, honestly. Once you have smoked tofu, you probably won't want to get the plain version ever again. What I would sometimes do is add a touch of Indian black salt, also known as kala namak, and that has like a sulphur egg taste. Now, it's an acquired taste. I'm not a huge fan, but if I was cooking this for someone and they wanted it to be slightly eggy, add a pinch of that and you'll get like an eggy taste. Or you could just go all out and make my vegan eggs, and if you click here you'll see how I make a vegan egg in a ramen, and it actually is on the menu in a collab dish that I did with Wagamama in, where is it? It's in London, Birmingham, Cardiff, New York and Boston, and hopefully it'll go to more restaurants one day if it's successful. So I'm just going to cook these for a further few more minutes, and I'm going to try and get the sides golden as well, and once they're cooked, cook off some spinach, toast some bagels, muffins, and we'll get this plated up. Simple as that. Once the tofu is golden, take it out of the pan and set it aside. Right, now it's time to cook off our spinach. One of my favourite things to eat is sautéed spinach, and it's something I used to cook all the time in the kitchens, and I've got a few little tips for you to show you how to make it even better. So I like to do it in a wok and get that over a really high heat. So whilst the pan's getting hot, I'm gonna toast off these muffins, and I thought this is actually quite a decent tip for you guys. If you want to wow your guests when you're serving this up, what I try and do with my dishes, particularly when I'm doing something quite fancy, is get some height to the dish. So what I would do is only trim off a tiny bit of this muffin. I mean, half of this muffin wouldn't be enough for someone anyway, so just trim a tiny bit. Then you've got this really nice thick piece of bread for everything else to sit on top, giving the dish some real height. So I'm gonna get that toasted off. Add a touch of oil to your wok. So for the sautéed spinach, it wilts down to absolute nothing. I love seeing the memes on Instagram where they show a huge mountain of spinach, and literally the next picture is it on a plate and it's like that big. You do need a lot of spinach for when you're making sautéed spinach. So that's enough there, I'd say, for 2 people just. I'm gonna get this into my smoking pan. So that sizzle is what you want to hear. If you don't hear that, then you're not doing this properly. And you've got to stir it fast. If I was cooking this in the professional kitchens now, I would take all the stems off. But if I'm eating this at home, they got some nutrients and I don't have time to be picking them all off, so leave them on. And look, that is basically it. That's how far I take that. The residual heat now will cook this out. Now what I need to do is get this into a bowl with a clean kitchen towel inside it. So there's my wilted spinach. I like to just add a pinch of pepper and very minimal salt, okay? Because I don't know why, there must be some sort of science, but if you add, well, it only takes a little bit extra salt to make spinach really, really salty. So just add a touch of it. Give this a little mix up. And then the reason I put it into this bowl lined with the kitchen towel is because when you saute spinach, it gets really watery. So you just want to press out the water, and this towel will soak up the excess water so that when it sits on top of the muffin, it's not going to leak out and make the muffin all soft. There we go. So that's all the water out, and that's ready to serve up. Let's go. Place your muffin on a plate and add some spinach. there we go. There's my beautiful smoked tofu Benedict with my amazing Hollandaise sauce, sautéed spinach, cherry tomatoes, and also I've got some coconut bacon which I'm going to serve on the side because I don't want to spoil that beautiful tower of food. One thing I will say, I did forget to put my mustard in my Hollandaise. You don't actually need it, but it's a nice addition if you want to add mustard to it too. So I'm going to serve that one up and make another one for my lovely crew here. Guys, I have to give this a taste. I'm going to dig right in. I always eat too much and got it all around my face. That is absolutely incredible. Please try this. Cook it for your special person, your loved one. They'll be so happy with you, I promise. This is awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and comment. Remember, the full written recipe for this is in my Christmas book, which is out now everywhere. You can get signed copies off my website, and it's full of some amazing recipes, not just for Christmas, but for special occasions, for parties, things like that. You will love this. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next week for a new video. Please like, share and comment, and hit the bell if you want to be part of the notification gang. See you soon.